This is the Hy-Vee doubleheader weekend, and we got so much to talk to you about and tell you about, but there's a lot of excitement on the world's fastest short track. There was a bit of a moment between teammates at Andretti Autosport. Romain Grosjean ahead, Colton Herta following. Check Herta out. Watch the last car in shot. Whoa!
So you can see Grosjean started to come down a little bit as Herta was trying to go to that inside line following Palou, and then just dropped a wheel on that yellow line. So watch this. As he comes down, just brushes it.
This got real close with Ericsson, and then here comes Ryan Hunter-Reay in the bit aisle number 20.
A bit of a slow exit there from Devlin DeFrancesco, but a great momentum run from Ryan Hunter-Reay. Not quite able to clear the 8 right there. Ericsson going all the way back down to the bottom. Hunter-Reay having to be contrary. That's a spin from, it looks like Calamai. Oh no, it's Canapino. I believe that's Canapino down in turn 2. It doesn't look like he hit anything though, T-Bell. I think he may have just spun to the inside. Sometimes you can lose it.
The hinge point is so extreme between the banking and the apron that maybe it looked a little bit more dramatic as he transitioned there. Full course caution out. Understand this was out of the pits. Let's ride on board. Listen.
Trap. That start finish line now. All spread out.
Now look, those aren't new tires, so that is all that pickup that we saw on every onboard from a stopped car that you pick up from that decel lane. Ooh. Such a lucky call there from Zat Rossi, just getting around. Same with Herta. Good job from Canapino to let off the brakes and let it roll back down the track there. But again, that's how bad it can be with that pickup. Oh. The worst thing you want to see is a car sliding up onto the racetrack like that.
In years gone by, remember it was...
Oh, that's sketchy.
Stingray Rob and Will Power, that was close.
Got right into the jet wash at Will Power, then slid up into clean air, and that front wing took a big old bite of grip.
Power's just hanging on, man.
Yeah.
He's on old
We got
tires.
fresh tires on, he doesn't.
That's just right. I mean, that's the kind of closing rate you're going to see in the race. So that's as sketchy as that was, it's a great bit of experience for Stingray Rob.
Power's done 76 laps. Is it possible that's all in the same set? I think so. He just did a 148-mile-an-hour lap, and I'm getting a thumbs up. Talk about making sure you're good for full fuel run. Will Power running those Firestones all the way to the end as Stingray's like, that's the difference in speed is crazy.
Fitting.
Oh, Colton Herta almost in the wall. Coming off turn 4, he had that push mid-corner. He stayed with it.
Quick call from the stand. Pit. Get in here. 6 laps on those tires. So again, that was a newer set for Colton Herta. But it's not easy to get a clear lap, obviously, at this point. So we're not necessarily going to see big lap speeds just because of a new set of tires. Here we go.
Oh, he stayed with it. At this point, I thought he's going to bounce it.
Plenty of space.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I take it back. Not plenty of space.
That's commitment plus.
Oh, look at how much wheel he's got in it. Big out of the throttle.
That was a signature.
Take you back and show you something a few moments ago involving Romain Grosjean on the right of your screen. Championship leader Alex Palou in the blue and white American Legion Honda. Whew.
Thread that needle.
Oh.
Hey, that's going to happen in the race. This is good experience here. On board now into 3.
Grosjean knows that there's going to be some marbling up high, and you want to stay as tight as you can as long as you don't run off the right rear.
The big thing there is you put your life in the hands of the guy on the inside, that they don't push up, that they don't hit a bump and the car wiggles.
Here with Santino Ferrucci running slow. Did he hit the wall?
Little bit of side-by-side action with the 28. I don't think there was wall contact, but got all the way up. And with almost an hour and a half of running down, there's tons of marbles offline. This is what we were just talking about, Townsend. We'll try and get the replay up here in a second, but him and Grosjean.
You did a pretty good job there.
I think the right rear looks like it did get into the fence. Down there in turn 4. Side by side with Grosjean. Enters high, stays high, can't get down at this point.
Just finished breaking it down with the team, and it appears to be mission accomplished for practice. Top of the board, ran almost the most laps of anybody there. How would you evaluate practice?
It was okay. You know, I mean, definitely, you know, as you can see, I mean, we got a pretty good package. We ran a good first couple laps, and then it was just okay in race trim. You know, I think we need to be a little bit better. This place is tricky. You know, I feel like everyone's going to be really good this weekend. There's a lot of people that tested, and just no one stands still here in the IndyCar series. You're, you know, constantly trying to keep up. So I wasn't 100% where I wanted to be, but I felt like we had plenty of potential to get where we needed to. So I got high hopes for the Hitachi car with Team Chevy and everybody here in the 2-car.
Joseph, do you embrace being the man to beat here, or do you kind of try to deflect that this weekend?
I mean, it just, look, you got to be really careful because, you know, past success just does not equal future success. And, you know, I say that a lot, but it's so true. Like, it doesn't matter how good you've been somewhere, it can change, especially in this series, it can change, you know, in a moment's notice, and you're all of a sudden are behind the 8 ball. So, yeah, I'm not feeling overly confident about anything. I know it's going to be really tough tomorrow and Sunday, and just feel like we absolutely have to nail our balance, make sure we're where we need to be, because if we're not, there's going to be a whole grid that's, you know, ready to beat us.
27 behind him. Thanks, Joseph. Kevin?
Pato O'Ward comes home 5th in this practice session. So how was it? What do you think you have?
We're not quite there yet. I think we are, you know, somewhat strong. We're definitely not the strongest. There's some really strong cars out there, and we just need to, you know, sadly we're not going to be able to have some more time to really do much to it, rather than just, you know, go qualify and then everybody races their qualifying cars. So we'll see what race 1 will have in store. I think it'll change. The wind looks like it's going to change a little bit. You know, it's as bumpy as I remember it being, but it's a track with a lot of character, and I think it's going to be a dead game just like it is every year.
You have to choose where you're going to test. You basically get one chance in season. You chose not to test here. Does that put you behind at all anyone else?
Nah, I don't think we're behind. Obviously, the more laps you do, the better chances you are of making the car go better, right? But this is all we're going to get for this weekend. And, you know, tomorrow really is obviously a race with a qualifying session, but, you know, also a chance to make the car go better in race 2, right? So we'll see what we got tomorrow, but we've got some work to do.
Thanks, Pato.
All right, here we go. He gives you the overview. The Bus Bros, 1st and 2nd. Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin of Team Penske ahead of Marcus Ericsson for Chip Ganassi Racing.
How about Takuma Sato there sliding into P6 on his return to Chip Ganassi Racing? Sato reminding everybody he knows how to get around this place. And Ryan Hunter-Reay and Connor Daly. Pretty awesome for the part-time drivers that have filled in, one for the other.
Yeah.
With Hunter-Reay sliding into Connor Daly's old ride, but both drivers getting it done, finishing in the top 10.
For sure. Jack Harvey, strong effort there in 11th. Rossi able to jump up to 14th near the end. Like we said, Castroneves there in 13th is strong as well. The final McLaren down in 26th at the moment.
I don't get that. Got to be more to the story there for Felix Rosenqvist.
So how about the man